Greetings everyone. I am Architect Ritu Bharti. In front of you today, we will cover JEE question paper of the year 2021. So let's begin by taking a look at the paper. So starting with the first question, we have the match the following type of question. Here on the left hand side, you have been listed down the name of some places, and in the right hand side, you have been given the images, and what you need to do is you need to match it down with the name of those structures. So the first option is your Hall of Nation. So the among the pictures given below to you, so the correct answer for the Hall of Nation will be option number B. As you can see in this image over here, the Hall of Nation was an exhibition hall that was inaugurated in the year 1972 as a part of the Pragati Maidan complex in New Delhi. So the important point is it was an exhibition hall and it was a part of the Pragati Maidan complex in the New Delhi. And one of the important factor of it is that it was designed by the Indian architect. His name was Raj Riwal. The name of the architect Raj Riwal is also important when we talk about the Hall of Nation. Question may ask you about the name of the architect also. And the Hall of Nation is a structure based on tetrahedrons, triangulated form of hexagons, which is seen in Jali in India. As you can see, the tetrahedron triangulated forms and the hexagon, which comprises the structure of the Hall of Nation, which is in Pragati Maidan, New Delhi. Second question is falling water. So the options given to you for the second option, the correct answer will be option number A, falling water. So what is falling water? So as you can see in this image, this is a very famous building, and most of the time the question used to come from the falling water. So what are the important points sitting with the falling water is, it is a house designed by the architect Frank Lloyd Wright in the year 1935 in the Laurel Highlands. Okay, the epitome of organic architecture. This is an important point that it is made of comprising the principles of the organic architecture. Falling water design symbolizes the harmony between the people and the nature. So as you can see, this building structure is designed above a waterfall. So its name was, if I'm not putting like the falling water. The important thing is organic architecture and the flying rod right. The third option you have Petronas Tower. So the correct answer is option number D. So this is the image of the Petronas Tower. Please remember the image with their name. So both of the Petronas Tower feature identically designed with a postmodern Islamic architecture style. Important thing is Islamic architecture style, which is postmodern, and a glass and a stainless steel exterior. In the exterior, they have used the glass and the stainless steel. The shape of the tower is based on a geometric polygonal plan. The shape of the tower, like the shape it is talking about, is based on the geometric and polygonal plan. The fourth option you have is your secretariat. So its correct answer is option number C. So here's the picture of the secretariat. This is in Chandigarh. So that secretariat building is a Le Corbusier design building in Chandigarh, completed in the year 1953 to house the offices of the Chief Secretary of the Indian State of the East Punjab. So what you need to remember is the first of all the image of the secretariat. This is in Chandigarh and it was designed by the architect known as Le Corbusier. The secretariat building is a long horizontal concrete slab. As you can see, these slab structures form 254-meter long and 24-meter high, which mark the edge of the capital complex on the left side. So this structure marked as an edge of the capital complex on the left side, and it is situated in Chandigarh. Moving on to the next question here, the same, you have to do the match the following. The options given to you in the list number 1 is the name of the places, fine, and in the list 2, you have given the name of the building or the structure. So the first one is Kamru. So this place is in Himachal Pradesh and it's famous for its Badrinath temple. See, this is the Badrinath temple of the Kamru, Himachal Pradesh. The village is an ancient capital of the Bashar's Principate It is especially known for the tower-like fort. So the important point is your tower-like fort, Badrinath Temple, which is in Kamur, Himachal Pradesh, at the highest point. Fine. Second option given to you is your Delhi. So Delhi, we have our Khirki Masjid. So this is the image of your Khirki Masjid. So the Khirki Masjid is built in the Tughluqian style of architecture. Fine. There are four open courtyards. It has four open courtyards encircled by arcades which build 180 square structural columns and 60 pilasters which run in north-south direction and divide into aisles. Okay, so the next option you have Fatehpur Sikri. So Fatehpur Sikri is in Fatehpur Sikri have Buland Darwaja. So this is the image of your Buland Darwaja, Fatehpur Sikri. So the dynastic architecture of Fatehpur Sikri was molded on primitive form of styles. Fine. The city was built massively and frequently with red sandstone. So the important point is it was built massively and frequently with red sandstone, and it is in this is a Buland Darwaja, which is in Fatehpur Sikri. The Panch Mahal at Fatehpur Sikri is the building that is considered as the most significant architecture. So most of the time question would come you like Panch Mahal on will be on the left hand side, and the right hand side you might be having Fatehpur Sikri or something else. So please remember that Panch Mahal is at Fatehpur Sikri. The fourth option you have is Kolkata. So it's in Kolkata we have our Victoria Memorial. See, the important point is the architect of the Victoria Memorial is William Emerson. So this name is important, William Emerson. So now talking about its architectural elements. So it has a main central dome, fine. Four smaller domes on the four sides. High portals, dome chhatris of octagonal shapes. This is talking about these chhatris. Dome towers at the corner and terrace. Towers at the corner and its terrace. So these are some features of the Victoria Memorial, which is in Kolkata. Coming to the next question. Here also you have to do the match the following work. So in the left hand side you have been given the name of the building or the structure, and the right hand side you have been given the images. So you need to match it down. So the first one is your Agra Fort. So this is the correct image of your Agra Fort. Second one you have your Atala Masjid. So Atala Masjid, this one. Third one you have Nalanda University, which is option number A, and the fourth one is the Jagannath Temple, which is option number D. So now let's see about this building structures. So first we will start with the Nalanda University. So it was the institution which was encircled by high wall and large gate. So it was encircled by high walls and it was having a large entry gates. Was made up of number of temples or viharas, educational and residential structure. Fine. Also, it comprises of the courtyard, stupas, classroom, and the meditation hall. So these are the name of the some of the spaces which were present inside the Nalanda University. And talking about its architectural element, so it was having a high wall with large gates and n number of temples and viharas. The second one which you have is your Agra Fort. Fine. The opulent Agra Fort is made using red sandstone and marble. Important point is Agra Fort is made up of red sandstone and marble and features the Mughal style of architecture. So remember Mughal style of architecture. When viewed from above, the fort displays the shape of a semicircle and is enclosed by a massive double battlement wall. So when see, this is the like when you will also search for in your Google map, you will get to see this. This is the plan of your Agra fort. So it is stated over here the shape of a semicircle. So see, this is your Agra fort, somewhat in the shape of your semicircle, and enclosed by massive double battlemented wall made of red sandstone. Fine. The outer walls are made up of red sandstones. These walls are about 2 kilometers in perimeter and 70-meter high. So it's talking about this wall. So it is having a perimeter of 2 kilometers and its height is up to 70 meters in height. Next one you have your Atala Masjid. So the exterior is covered with a layer of cement to give it a spherical curve. So this is the Atala Masjid and these are your outer elevation. So what it is written that it is covered with a layer of cement to give it spherical curve. As you can see, these curvy structures. Each transept is a pillared hall with an octagonal bay. So this is your pillared hall. Fine. With an octagonal bay in the center. It might be having an octagonal bay in the center by smaller domes. So in the interior part of this masjid, you will get to see the octagonal bay, and above that bay, you will get to see small dome kind of structures over there. The transept at both ends become two-storied. The upper compartment surrounded by perforated screens forming a zinana chamber for women. Fine. Next is you have your Jagannath temple. So Jagannath temple is in Puri, Orissa. The important point is the temple is built in the Kalinga style of architecture. So the Kalinga style of architecture is an important point in this, with Pancharatha, 5 chariots, type consisting of 2 Anuratha, 2 Konkans and 1 Ratha. So this is not that much important. So important is it has 4 entry gates, each facing a different direction. Like 4 entry gates, like talking about north, south, east, west in the 4 directions. The main gate on the eastern side of the temple. The main gate is on the eastern side, known as the Lion Gate. Fine. And it is guarded by 2 lions. Fine. In the entrance, they are having 2 lions which are guiding the eastern gate. And unmissable tower pillar known as Aruna's thumb. So this is your Aruna's thumb. Stand about 11-meter high outside it. So this 11-meter high thumb, which is known as the Aruna's thumb, is situated at the front of your eastern gate. Fine. Next question also you have. The name of the temple and the garden and the mandir are given to you in the list number 1, and you have to match it down with the place they belong to. So the first one is Yavindra Garden. Yadvindra Garden. So Yadvindra Garden is in Pinjori. So as you can see, here is the image of the Yadavindra Garden, which is also known as your Pinjori Garden. Please remember, it is also known as Pinjori Garden. Okay, and it is Pinjori city of Panchkula district, which is in Haryana. Fine. The garden was designed in the 17th century by Nawab Fidel Khan, who was the architect commissioned by Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. So the important point is who was the who had designed this garden. So his name was Nawab Fidel Khan. Not talking about the area of the garden. So it comprises an area of 100 acre and known for its lush greenery, refreshing fountains. So it is having many green areas, fountains, and scenic water bodies inside this garden, which is in Pinjori, and Pinjori is where it is in Panchkula district in Haryana. So the next question is your Vishnu temple. So Vishnu temple is correct answer will be Bunyad. So see, this is your Vishnu temple in Bunyad, or you can also say people also say Bunyad temple. So where it is situated? Situated on the left bank of the Jhelum river. Fine. Important point is this temple is made up of your Kashmiri architecture style. Fine. The temple was constructed by the ruler of the Avantivaram dynasty and is dedicated to the Lord Vishnu. So this temple is dedicated to Lord Vishnu, which is situated beside the Jhelum river, and the temple comprises of Kashmiri architecture. Okay. Next one is your Hidimba temple. So Hidimba temple is in Manali. See, this is the image of your Hidimba temple. The Hidimba Devi temple has intricately carved wooden doors. So this temple has carved wooden doors and a 24-meter tall wooden shikhara or tower above century. See, this is a shikhara which is 24-meter tall. Its height is 24-meter. The tower consists of three square roofs. Okay, see, this is your first square roof, this is your second square roof, and this is your third square roof. Fine. With timber tiles, and the covering of the roof is comprises of timber tiles and a fourth brass cone shaped roof at the top. So this one, this fourth one at the topmost. They have fourth, brass, cone-shaped roof at the top. Okay, the earthen goddess Durga formed the theme of the main door carving. So, as I said earlier, that this temple has carved wooden doors, and the wooden carving they have worded goddess Durga forms at the entrance gate. And the fourth one is your Hari Mandir. So, Hari Mandir is in your Amritsar. See, the word Hari Mandir is comprises of two words, Hari, which scholars translate as a god, and a Mandir, which means house. Fine. The shrine display influence of different architecture style, including the important point, this is a golden, also known as a golden temple, which is in Amritsar, Punjab. So important point is about its different architecture style. What different architecture styles can be seen in your Hari Mandir? So it is Indo-Islamic Mughal architecture and Hindu Rajput architecture. These two types of architecture can be seen in your Hari Mandir, which is also your Golden Temple at Amritsar, Punjab. Okay, moving on to the next question. Here also we have list one where we have the name of some fort, and in the right hand side we have to match it down with the place name. So the Mehrangarh Fort is in Jodhpur. This is the image of the Mehrangarh Fort. Please look at the image very carefully because question may ask like it may be given you Mehrangarh Fort or William Fort in your left hand side column, and the right hand side they might give you the images of that structures or buildings. So this is your Mehrangarh Fort. Second is your CD Fort. So CD Fort is in your Delhi. Third one is your Golconda Fort, and the Golconda Fort is in your Hyderabad. This is your Golconda Fort. This is very important. Next one is your Fort William. Fort William is in your Kolkata. So this is the image of your Fort William. Coming on to the next question. The question is saying, book God of Small Things is written by which Indian architect? So the book which is named as the God of Small Things is written by which Indian architect? So correct answer is Arundhati Roy. So this is the cover page of the book, The God of Small Things, which is written by Arundhati Roy. This is the image of the Arundhati Roy. Please look at the architect's name with their face. It's very important. Sometimes person may ask you about the name of the architect given and their images on the right hand side. So, The God of Small Thing is a family drama novel. Okay, it is a family drama novel which was written by Arundhati Roy. So, in that, Roy's debut novel is a story about the childhood experience of fraternal twins whose lives are destroyed by the love loss prevalent in 1960 Kerala, India. So, basically, it is a family drama type of novel which is named as Your God of Small Thing, which was written by Indian architect whose name is Arundhati Roy. That's it. Remember only these points. Next is your Jharoka is a type of window mostly found in. Okay, so Jharoka is a type of window and it is mostly found uh, where the name of place they are asking you about. So I think there is a mistake. The fourth option would be your Rajasthan. So in Rajasthan, Jharoka are mostly found out. So this is the image of the Jharoka. So the Jharoka is a stone window. It is a stone window projecting from the wall face of a building. Okay, wall exterior face of a building. It is projected out in an upper story, overlooking the street, market, court, or any other open spaces. So Jharoka can be used to look over a street area, a market kind of area, or in the inner part of the house to look at the courtyard or any other open, any other green space also. It may be. So Jharoka were designed in this type of location. So basically it was a stone window. The common feature in classical Indian architecture most prominent in Rajasthan. So please remember the name. Jharoka is associated with Rajasthan. A stone window to overlook a street market, courtyard, or any other open spaces. Next one is the monsoon wind enters in Indian subcontinent from which direction? So the question is asking about the monsoon winds which enters in the Indian subcontinent from which direction. So directions are given to you. So its correct answer will be your southwestern side. See in this image as you can able to see, this is your summer monsoon okay, which are entering from south west side. Suppose this is the north, south, east, and this is your west. So the summer monsoon winds are entering from south west direction. And when we talk about the winter monsoon winds, so see this direction from northeast sides. So this is the direction of your winter monsoon wind. Please remember the both the summer and the winter monsoon wind direction. Summer southwest and winter northeast. So now coming to the next question. Which of the following building represents the colonial architecture pattern in India? So the name of the buildings are given to you and you have to tell that which building follows the colonial architectural pattern in India. So the first option which you have is your Victoria Memorial in Kolkata. Okay, so this is the image of the Victoria Memorial in Kolkata. Colonial architecture, fine. Prevalent from the 15th to mid-20th century, resulted from European colonialism in regions like the American, African, Asia, and Oceanic. Fine. Now, look at its architectural features. So it has large columns, arches, domes, and intricate ornamentations. Large columns, as you can see from the outside only. It has arches, domes, and the ornamentation when you will see building in more detailed form. You will get to see very fine ornamentations. So these are the features of the colonial architecture which can be seen in Victoria Memorial, which is in Kolkata. So the next question is very important question. What is the size of the A2 drawing sheet? Question is asking about the A2 drawing sheet. So for that, first of all, what you need to remember is the size of the A1. So let's start with the size of the A0. A0. That is your A0. Okay, fine. So this is your A0 sheet size. Fine. A0. So what is its size? It is mentioned 1189 mm. It is mentioned, the dimension is mentioned in mm, and its breadth is 841. Fine. The length is 1189 mm and the breadth is 841. So this is your A0. Only remember the dimension of the A0. After that, you can find out the size of the rest of the sheets. So now coming to the A1 sheet. So what is A1 sheet? A1 sheet is your half of your A0 sheet. Suppose this was your A0. Now when we do the half of the sheet, or you cut down or you fold down the sheet. So this part now. This part will be your, this is your rest part is your A1. This much. Fine. So the A1 dimension will be, see, half of the 1189. So it will be 549. Okay, now this will become your breadth and this will become your length. That is your 841. Fine. Now coming to the A2 sheets. Suppose this was your A1 sheet. Now fold it into two halves. Like from over here, if we will fold it up. So now we will rest out with this much part. This is your A2 part. Now again, do the half of this. So we were with 841 in the lengthwise. So 841, when we will do the half of this, we will get 420. Okay, so this is your A2, 420, and in this side, we have 549. Okay, so the A2 length will be also 594, and the breadth will become 420. Fine. Now we will go for the A3 sheets. See, again they are doing the half of it, like from over here. So earlier it was 594. After doing its half, we will get 297. This is the dimension of your A3 sheet, and its length will be 420 only. Like here it is mentioned 210, 210. So on adding it, we will get 420. So this will be your length of your A3 sheet. Now coming to the A4 sheet. So from a A3 sheet, we will get two A4 sheets. Okay, we will do half from here, suppose. We will get this size, this A4 size. Okay, so the in this side, we were with 420. So its half will be 210. And in this side, we were with 297. So 297 will be same. So what's happening? First one is your A0, then you have A1, then you have A2, then you have A3, and then you have A4. Fine. You get to know the size of the A0 sheet. After that, as you know, the sheet size is decreasing, is getting half. So just draw this one A0. Just write this dimension 1189 and 840. After that, just start distributing it. Like this was your earlier, it was this whole was your A0. Then you are left with 2A1 after dividing it into two equal parts. Fine. And when you then this rectangular part, when you will divide into two parts, you will get an A2 sheets, two A2 sheets, suppose in this way. After that, when you will divide this A2 sheet, you will get an A3 sheet. Then divide the A3 sheet, you will get two A4 sheet. So in this way only we are running out. So what's happening in the case of dimension? One dimension is constant somewhat, and the second one is getting half. So in this manner, you can find out the size of every sheet by remembering just the size of the A0 sheet. Fine. So the correct answer with the size of the A2 drawing sheet, the correct answer is A2 drawing sheet, this one. So correct answer is 420 cross 594. Like 297 plus 297, we will get 590. So option B is the correct answer. Next question you have is your Victory Tower belongs to which of the following fort? So the Victory Tower belongs to the Chittor Fort. The Chittorgarh Fort, also popularly known as Water Fort. Okay, important point. Chittorgarh Fort is also known as your Water Fort and is home to 22 water bodies. So it comprises of 22 water bodies, palaces, towers, and temples spread over 700 acres. So it is having a very large area of 700 acres, under which they have many different kind of water bodies, towers, temples, all these kind of structures. So the Vijayastham is a imposing victory monument located in Chittor Fort in Chittorgarh, Rajasthan, India. So this is your Vijayastham. And where it is located? It is located in your Chittor Fort, which is in Chittorgarh, Rajasthan. The tower was constructed by the Hindu Rajput king Rana Kumbha. So this tower was constructed by the Rajput king, whose name was Rana Kumbha, who was of Mewar, in 1448 to, to commemorate his victory over the army of Malwa led by Muhammad Khilji in the Battle of Sarangapur. So the important point is this victory power's second name is your water fort. It is comprises And this Chittorgarh Fort, comprises of an area of 700 acres, under which they have many different kinds of water body, palaces, and temples. That's it. And this tower is known as your Vijayastham, and it was constructed by the king, whose name was Rana Kumbha of Mewar. So the next question is, which among the following architect has designed the famous temple Akshardham? This is an important question. Question is asking about the name of the architect of the Akshardham temple. So the correct answer is your Vikram Lal. So this is your image of your Akshardham temple, and this is the image of your Vikram Lal. So basically the term Akshardham, so where it has been derived. So the Akshar, which means eternal, and Dham means adobe. This together means adobe of divine or the eternal. So talking about structure, so it is 43-meter high, fine, spans 96-meter wide, 96-meter wide, 43-meter high, 43-meter high, and 109-meter long. So this height. So it is intricately carved with flora, dancers, musicians, and deities. So on the wall of the Akshardham, you will get to see the carvings of many different kind of flowers or animals or any dancers, musician, or the story of any deities. So this kind of sculptures you will get to see on the walls of the Akshardham, exterior and interior both sides. Next is your Volume Zero documentary is on which architect? So the documentary, there is a documentary, its name is Volume Zero. So it is based on which architect? So this is also an important question. The architect name is Charles Correa. Fine. This is the image of the Charles Korea. This is a volume 0. So this is a documentary which is based on the architect Charles Korea. Next question is, this is a very important question. Please look at this slide very carefully. The first Indian architect who has won Pritzker Prize in 2018. So the India got its first Pritzker Prize in the year 2018 and the name of the architect was B.V. Doshi. This is the image of the B.V. Doshi, the Balkrish Doshi. So now talking about what about the Pritzker Prize. So the Pritzker Architecture Prize is an international award established by the Pritzker family. So this is an international award which was established by the name of the Pritzker family. So it is often referred to as the Nobel Prize of Architecture and the profession's highest honor. So when we talk about the architecture, so it is Nobel Prize of an architecture field, the profession of highest honor. And its purpose is to honor the living architect whose work demonstrate a combination of talent, vision, and commitment. Okay, so the important thing is the name of the architects and the year in which they have got the Pritzker Prize. So I have mentioned some in the year 2022. And we talk about the year 2021, 2020. As you can see, please learn the name with the architect face, their year. All these things are important. Hope you will be able to see the screen. So this is the image of the BB Doshi in the year 2018. He got the Pritzker Prize. At least try to learn the name of the architect of the past 10 years. You should remember. Next question is your word bungalow has originated from. So the word bungalow has been originated from the Bengal. So bungalow is a word derived from Bangla or Bengal. As the name suggests, the bungalow were initially small huts which thatched roof given adobe to the peasants, giving adobe to the peasants. Okay. The bungalow concept started with the arrival of Britishers in India. So this concept arrived after the arrival of Britishers in India. The next is here, the IIM Ahmedabad is designed by which of the following architects? So the IIM Ahmedabad was designed by Louis Khan. So this is your image of the IIM Ahmedabad and Louis I. Khan. This is the image. So the Louis Khan IIM Ahmedabad project began with his visit to India in November 1962. Okay, and he soon began to conceive the IIM Ahmedabad campus in his distinctive style of architecture. So the important point is here, comprising circle and arches. As you can see, circle, arches, using red brick that were locally available. So as you can see, this whole thing is made up of red brick, so, and it was locally available in Ahmedabad. So by these design principles, we have designed IIM Ahmedabad campus. So moving to the next question, here what it is given, that in the given figure, how many squares are present? Okay, you have to count down the number of squares in the given figure. So after jumping and solving questions from like choosing a bigger space and all those things, start counting with the smaller one. The simplest or the tiniest shape which you can select. Like starting with this one, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you got 13 over here. Next is this 4 square will also form a square. So one is this one, second is your this one, third is your this one, fourth is your this one. So by these 9 smaller squares, we are getting 4 different squares over here. Okay, fine. Now, there were 4, and when we will add this 4 square together, like we were having squares like this. Now combine all these 4 squares, we will again get a square. Fine. So plus 1. So the correct answer will be your 18. 18 number of squares are present in this figure. So now coming to the next question. Here the problem figure shows the top view of an object. Okay, the top view, also known as your plan. Somewhere it might be written plan, and somewhere they used to write the top view of an object. And what you have to do, you have to identify the correct view looking in the direction of the arrow amongst the answer figure. Okay, the arrow has also been given to you, and you have to look into the direction of the arrow only, not from any other direction. So the arrow is given to you in the question, and you have to find out its correct elevation, because plan is given to you and in options they have mentioned elevations. So now have a look. See, when we will rotate it, see, this was your plan as given to you in the question. Wait, this is your question. Okay, a small circle, rectangle, rectangular boxes. When we are rotating it, so what we are getting to see, first of all, we will get to see this rectangle in your right hand side. So see, there are rectangles. Fine. After that, as you can see, this pyramidal structure, this one, have a cylinder kind of structure just behind it. So in the elevation, what you will get to see, a triangle and a whole cylinder elevations in this manner something. So now look at the options given to you. In option number A, they have not mentioned the back part, the cylinder part. So option A rejected. Now we are left with option number B, C, and D. Now see, in B, C, and D, what there is a difference. They have mentioned a middle line in the option number C, this middle line, which is not possible. Look, fine. This is a pyramid, and in pyramid elevation, you will always get to see a triangle. Fine. So what they have done, they have drawn a line in between. So this is also not possible. Now we are left with option number B and C. Now find out the difference between the B and C option. Okay. So when we look in the B and C options, so in the B and C, there is a difference between of this line. So will you get to see this line over here? Because as you can see, the image is this line. There's a square which has been rotated actually. So you will get to see the line of this corner, but not over here. Actually, it should be over here. Then this option might be correct. The given four options are not correct properly. So the option 4 is more correct because it might have only just a single line over here. Then it would be perfectly correct, like this manner. This one. So we will get to see the elevation of this also. That's why we need a single line over here also. So next question is also same type of question. The problem figure shows the top view of an object. Identify the correct elevation amongst the answer figures looking in the direction of the arrow. So this is your top view given to you, and you have to look in the direction of the arrow. The direction of the arrow is in front, which is indicating your front elevation. This time we will look for its front elevation. So now look into this video. Fine. In this way, it is getting transferred, and you are getting the front elevation of this. This was your plan. Fine. The outer part, as you're waiting to see this. Now imagine about the number of lines, like one line, this one, second, third line, and this will be your fourth line. So here we have four lines. Okay. In option 2, we don't have four lines, so rejected. Here we have, but see, there is an elevation difference. This is not possible. Here also we have four lines, but see, line will run throughout from bottom to the top. But what they have done, they have just made a small rectangle over here. So the correct answer will be your option number D. Next question. Same question. What it is saying the problem figure shows the top view of an object. Identify the correct elevation. Again, you have to find out the elevation by looking in the direction of the arrow. So now look towards the first trick of this question. Just pay attention to all the four options given to you. As you can see, the option B is the most different one when we talk about the bottom part. So now let's see how many number of lines we will get to see when we used to see it from the bottom part. First line, first, second, okay, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So we will get to see 6 lines. So A, B, sorry, A, C, and D. All these three options have 6 lines in the bottom. So that's why option B is rejected. Now we are left with A, C, and D. Now look at the difference between the A, C, and D. So there is a difference in this topmost block. See, here you have line not just in between. Here the line is perfectly dividing the two parts, and here we have no line. So now look into the question. You will get to see this rectangle, okay, clean and clear rectangle is present in all the three options. Now this one, you will get to see 3 lines, and this one is exactly in the middle. So it should be in the middle over here. But in option A, it is towards left side. And option D, we don't have any line. Now look into this video. So I was talking about this line. You will get to see this line just in the middle of this rectangle in the elevation. And the 6 lines I was talking about were these 6 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 lines. See. In this way, you're getting it into the elevation. And this one, upper rectangle, you will get to see the 2 lines just at the second level. This is the second level, you're getting to see these 2 lines. And this topmost, you will get to see the 3 lines, and this line will be just in the middle. So in this matter, in this way, this is getting transformed. Right. Moving to the next question. So the next question is talking about one of the following answer figure is hidden in problem figure. Okay, you have been given the answer figures, and question is saying these answer figures are hidden in the question figure. This is your question figure. In the same size and direction, please note down same size and direction. Same size as the size given to you in the answer figure, and in same direction. Direction will be also same. It is not possible that it might be mirror with respect to x or y axis or anything. Now what you have to do, you have to select the correct one. So you have to look very precisely in these type of questions. First, try to search it out from one direction, or you can just like suppose this. You have to look it down over here, somewhat a 90-degree over here, then over here. Can you find it out? No. Then you will look into the second option. So start with a corner. It's like you can get it out by looking at this shape, and now look at this shape. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 number of sides. And this one is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this manner, they can twist down the question. So when you get to see the same shape in same direction and very distorted kind of shape it is, suppose, then count out the number of sides it have. As you have seen right now, that in question figure it was having 7 sides, and in option figure we're having 8 sides. So somewhat student can do mistake over here. So be very precise in this manner. So now look at this third option. This one's having 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 sides. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So this is your correct answer. One of the following answer figure is hidden in the problem figure in the same direction. Select the correct. Again, you have to do the same thing. Now start looking over here. As you can see, this is forming an edge kind of structure over here and kind of surface over here, which can't be seen in the whole image. You're not getting to see any kind of triangle forming over here. Going to the second one, this is also not visible. Third one is also not visible. No, the fourth one is the correct answer. This is your four sides. Fine. Again, same type of question. You have to find it out that which of the following answer figure is hidden in the problem figure in the same size and direction. Select the correct one. Okay. So start looking very precisely. Like suppose this is a question given to you. Okay. For this question, look into the right hand side. Most probable chances. Okay. And this is oriented towards left. Something seems to be like. So for this option, look into the left direction. And these kind of option, try to switch it out in the middle. And now you're left with this, your fourth one. The fourth one is here over here. One, two, three, four. See, this image is also inclined towards the right hand side. Somewhat seems to be like this is your square. Okay. And this one seems, see, this is your straight side. So most probable chances, no, this part will lie to the right hand side because this is your straight part. Because in inner you have many zigzag lines. A straight line is over here only. So start looking from right hand side, or if the image is inclined towards left, so start looking the left hand side. Search out the straight line where it has a straight line in the figure. Then you will get to search out the options very quickly. Fine. Next question also you have, which of the answer figures is correct mirror image of the problem figure? You have to find out the correct mirror image this time. And the axis which is given to you is your x-axis. X-axis. See, this is your x-axis. So in these type of questions, first of all, start looking at the options given to you. So in these options, there is a basic difference. See this one. This small square part is present in option number B, C, and D, but not present in option number A. Is it possible? Definitely, you will get to see this smaller part when you will do the mirror image. So option A rejected. Now look at B, C, and D, where there is a difference. So the difference is over here. This gap. This gap is your difference. See, there is less gap, there is more gap, there's also some gap. Okay. Now look at your question figure at this gap. So this one is also having some gap. But in option number C, there is no gap. This is almost very closer to each other. So this is rejected. Now we are left with option number B and D. So in B and D, now you have to find out the difference. What's the difference between the B and D? So B and D is having a basic difference of this distance only. So that's why option B is your correct answer and D is eliminated. Now the next question is, which one of the answer figures is the correct mirror image of the problem figure with respect to x-axis? Please don't uh, don't imagine that x-axis would be parallel or it might be perpendicular. Please look at the question carefully, that in where they have given the x-axis, either it is perpendicular or it is parallel to the image figure. So here what they have done, they have given it parallel to your figure. So now first start eliminating the option, then find the solution. So A, B, C, and D. So there is a difference of this circle. This circle is having A, but B doesn't have, C have, D also have. And also in the figure, we have this circle. So that's why B is neglected. Now we are left with A, C, and D. So now look over here, there's a difference. This circle is The circle is over here, but it should be over here, the other side of the line. See, in this question figure. Okay, but it is the two lines are in first quadrant and the circle, small circle is in second quadrant. But what they have done over here is the two lines and this smaller circle, both are in same quadrant. So that reason this is neglected. Now we have option number A and D. Okay, now look over it. We have to find out the mirror image. Means, suppose this is your circle. Here you have two lines. Fine. Okay. Now we will draw its mirror image. It's very much common that we will get to see these two lines in this quadrant because this is a mirror image. Okay. Now look at A and C, where it is. So C is the correct answer, but in option number A, what they have done is they have also done the mirror, but not parallelly. Actually, this is a perpendicular mirror. Suppose if you used to get the mirror from this side, you will get option A kind of mirror. See, this one, this line will come over here, these two lines. Okay, this is smaller circle would be here. This is a bigger circle. These two lines will be over this side, and a smaller circle will be in this side. So this is also correct, but this is perpendicularly. But the axis which is given to you is parallel to your figure. So please look very carefully. So the option C will be your correct answer. Okay. The next question is, which one of the answer figures is the correct mirror image of the problem figure with respect to x-axis? Okay, a question figure is given to you and you have to find out mirror image with respect to axis, and the axis is given to you. Now look towards it. Start finding out the basic difference in the four options given to you. So one of the basic difference which I am getting to see is this one. See this part. Start with a minute part or some inner part so that it might be easy to sort out the options for you. See, I have started from over here. Okay, no marks over here also. Okay. So this is your question figure. We will do its mirror in the right hand side. Okay. So it's very normal that you will get to see this box like this over here. But in A, see what they have done? They have not added one more line. Okay. So that's why option A is wrong. Now we are with B, C, and D. So what is the difference in between these options? See, there's a difference of these three lines. In this box, they have shown three lines. Here we have only two lines. Here also we have two lines. And in the question figure also they have two lines. And you will do the mirror of it. Okay, let's do the mirror of this one. So there is a line like this. Okay, so we're getting only two lines, but here they have shown three lines. So that's why option D is wrong. Now look at the option number B and C. So B and C, there's a difference in the middle one. This one and this one. Here also they have two lines. Here they have one line, but in the question they have two lines. Okay, so that's why option B is your correct answer. Now the next question, which one of the answer figures complete the sequence of the problem figure? You have to find out some sequence. Okay, select the correct one. Now look at the option. Suppose divide it into four quadrants, like this is the first, second, third, and fourth. Suppose. Okay. So this is this part, this blank circle and a line. After that, what you're getting to see in the second one, this is getting in the fourth. From third, it is getting into the fourth quadrant with a solid circle and a line. Fine. In the option C, this one is getting in the option number in the first quadrant. Okay. So now for the next one, it's obvious that we will get this one in your second quadrant. Okay. Here it was not here it was hollow, here it was solid, hollow, then again we will have what? Solid. Okay. So now look at the options given to you. Obviously option number D is your correct answer. Suppose this till now we have 90% chances of that option D is the correct answer, but please search all the sequence between other shapes also. Like if we will talk about this line, this curvy lines, we have four lines in first quadrant, then again this getting into second quadrant, then in third. No, this time this will obviously get into the fourth quadrant. So in fourth quadrant where we have in option C and D we have, okay, fine. See how many lines we have? You have four lines, but here they have one, two, three, four, five lines. Okay, so that's why this one is wrong, and this one with four lines is the correct option, which is your option number D. So coming to the next question. Also, this the 3D figure shows the view of an object. Okay. A perspective view is given to you in the question. What you have to do, you have to identify the correct view looking in the direction of the arrow. So, looking in the direction of this is the direction of your arrow amongst the answer figure. Fine. So this is the image given to you. Now look it. Let's look it from the direction of the arrow. See how it is getting transformed. How you are getting out your answers. Okay. Now look at the option number A, B, C, and D. Fine. Where is the difference? If you will look this one. So these two are common in C and D, and in A and B they both are same. So when you will look at from this direction, obviously this higher one, this L part, this perpendicular one, you will get to see in the right hand side. In the right hand side, this parallel one is will be in the left hand side. Okay, I'm talking about this part. See this L part. So when you will look in the form of your elevation, so you will get to see this L part in your right hand side and this perpendicular parallel one in your left hand side. So, see, in C and D, they have just done the opposite of this. But in A and B, it is correct. The upper part is correct. Okay. So, we are left with A and B, and C and D is your wrong answer. Now, look for second part, second layer. Now, we are going to second layer. Second layer is your this one. This one. Okay. See, this is your slant surface, which is from top to bottom. Okay. See, this is also running from top to bottom, but this one is from right top to bottom from right hand side. This one is from left hand side. Now see, this is your slant part. This is running from left hand side to right hand side. Okay. So the option A will be your correct answer and option B is wrong because the slope is running from right hand side to left hand side. Okay. And here you are getting to see this line, these two lines of this two back one. Fine. And here this solid surface, you will get to see a rectangular in your elevation in this manner. Okay. So the next question is, here also the 3D figure shows the view of an object. Identify the correct view looking in the direction of arrow among the answer figure. Okay, you have given a view of an object. Now fine. Direction of an arrow has been also been given to you. First of all, the basic thing which you can do is find out this profile. Because in when we talk about the illusion of this part, the first of all and the nearest one which you will get to see is this part. This staircase profile part. Okay. But this, see, how many lines it is showing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, fine. All the four options have 8 lines or 8 sides. Okay, it is correct. But now the basic difference which you can find out is from this part. This is smaller cube. So this is smaller cube is at some distance. I'm talking about this distance. This cube is not touching this base. Okay, it is at some height. Okay, so when you will look at its elevation, you will get to see a gap over here. You will never get to see that both the small cube and the surface getting attached to each other. No, there will be always a gap. The gap is present in option number A and C. Okay, and the B and the D is eliminated. Also, you can eliminate on the basis of this cuboid part. See, this is on the right hand side. And what they have done, they have placed in the left hand side. Here they have placed right hand side. So that's why B is wrong. And due to the smaller cube part, D is also wrong. Now we are left with A and C. See, in A and C also what they have done, this cuboid part. So this cuboid part will be in right hand side. But what they have done, they have placed in the center. So that's why this is wrong. Okay, now look into this image. I'm talking about this cube. This is your cuboid, as I was saying, and it should be on the right hand side. Now, look into the video. Obviously, this is on right hand side. You in the elevation, you will get to see in the right hand side, nor in the left, neither in the middle. Okay, so the first clue was this one. Second clue was your cube. This cube will be at in some height, will not touch the base because in the 3D figure it is showing in height. Okay, so in elevation also you will get to see a height. So this is your next question. Okay, the 3D figure shows the view of an object. Again, the view of an object is given to you, and you have to identify the correct view looking in the direction of arrow among the answer figure. Fine. So the first and foremost thing which you can do is looking for this cuboid. This is in your left hand side with some distance from over here, and there is no barrier in between us. See, when you will look at this elevation in this manner, I was saying about, and there is no barrier, there's nothing is placed over here, this part. Now, here you have nothing. You will get to see a clear rectangular with a more wider rectangular at the bottom. Okay, in this manner. So the option number A, B, C, and D. See what they have done is they have matched. Actually, this level, this part is above this part in this manner. See, there is a difference. This level is above this bottom level. Okay, there is a level difference. So how could it be possible that these line would be at same level? Not possible. Here also what they have done, they have matched it at same level. This is also not possible. Now we are left with A and C. Now look, what mistake they have done. They have joined this line. They have added one more box over here. There is no box. It is having only two layers. Okay. And they have added a third layer over here. So there is no third layer. Look. That's why your option A will be your correct answer. Fine. So next question again, a 3D view has been given to you and you have to look in the direction of the arrow. Fine. The first and foremost thing is your how many surfaces you will get to see. This one layer you will get to see, this second layer you will get to see, and this third layer you will get to see. I'm talking about this blue part, sky blue part. Fine. Only these three levels you will get to see in the elevation. Now look, the questions, the answers given to you. See, this second layer is at the half. Okay, half. But here they have done full. And here what they have done, 1, 2, 3, and one more part. Actually, you will not get to see any line over here because it is clear. It is punched out from over here. You will not get to see any line over here. So that's why option C neglected. We can reject this. Option number D also, you are not getting to see any profile of this L type of thing. So D also wrong. And in B, what they have done, they have stretched this part. They have stretched this part to the bottom part, equal to the bottom part. But this part is half to the bottom part. That's why B is wrong and A is your right answer. Fine. Okay. See, in this question, the first trick which you can use is, the question is asking about the elevation. Okay, now, if you will talk about the elevation of this part, see, this profile you will get to see a very clear profile of this type. This one. I'm talking about this sky blue part. Okay, you will get to see this in the elevation. Now look, option number A, B, C, and D. In C, they have done, but they have drawn a line over there. Is there any line? Is there any level difference over here? No. That's why C is wrong. In D, C, they have done the same work. They have drawn a line over here. Is there any line? No, there's no line. That's why D is also wrong. Now, in option number B, what they have done is they have drawn a line over here. Is there any line? No, nothing. There's a clean profile. So this elevation part you are getting to see in option number A only. That's why option A is the correct answer. See, we will rotate it. This is the part which you are getting to see, and this one is the back one. And this one you will also get to see over here. This one. Fine. So that's why option A is your correct answer. Next question also, the 3D figure shows the view of an object. Identify the correct view looking in the direction of the arrow. Okay, we have to look in the direction of the arrow. So the first and foremost thing here, you can start with this L part. This is a clean L part without any line, without any level difference. So is it visible? In option number A, yes, we have. B, no, we don't have. There is a line. Is there any line? No. This is a clean surface at the same level. So B is wrong. Now look at the C. What they have done? They have drawn a line over here, somewhat over here. C is also wrong. Now we are left with A and D. Now look at the difference between A and D. There's a difference of this line, this one. They are placing some more block or anything else over here. But there is nothing. This space is empty. See. If there might be something, if there might any block or something, then only you will get to see the line of that block. But there is nothing in between this. Look. So that's why you will not get to see any line over here, and for that reason option D is your correct answer. Okay, fine. So the next question also is your first step, finding out the difference in between the options given to you. So now option number A, B, C, and D, look at the difference which is given to you. The most, see, in option number D, there is a small keyword box showing to you. Is it possible? Is there any box with a level difference? See, it has four levels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. It has three level. It is also having 1, 2, 3, 4 level. In question also you get to see 1, 2, 3, and 4 level. See, I'm talking about this level. 1, 2, this 3, and this 4. This page color. Okay, this 4 level you will be able to see. But in option number B, C, it is indicating only 3 levels to you. So option number B is wrong. Now we are left with A, C, and D. Okay, so what's the difference between A and C? C. In the option number C, the second layer is also overlapping the first layer. But here, see, there is a gap. See, there is a gap. Right. And you will find out its elevation. So there will be some gap. But in option number C, there is no gap. So C is also wrong. Now look into the A and D. See, in D, what they have done is, in D, the third layer, this third layer is somewhat at the back of your second layer. But look into this question figure. These all are in same line, in same profile, in same edge. See, I was talking about this part. This third layer and the second layer. Both are at same level. Third layer is not conched backward, but in option number D, it is somewhat backward to it. So that's why option number D is wrong, and the A is your correct answer. Fine. The next question is, okay, the first and foremost thing which you can do by looking at these options is your, see, this is smaller square. This is in the right hand side, but see in option number D, this is at the left hand side. That's why D is wrong. Now look at A, B, and C. What is the difference? Find it out. See, there's a difference of this line. You're getting to see this T-shape profile in elevation. This is very much sure. But what about this line? Is there any line in the question figure? No, no. Here also they have drawn a line vertically. Is there any line? No. Everything is on same surface, same level. You will get to see this inclined surface also you will get to see in elevation a proper rectangle. So that's why option C is your right. And you will rotate it. So due to this reason, the option number C is your correct answer. Okay, the next question is also somewhat same type of question. First of all, what we need to do? We need to neglect the options given to us. Okay, now just find out the difference. Where is the difference? Difference is over here in A, B, C, and D. This one. Here we are getting a line. No, it is not possible. We'll get to see this L shape very clear, this orange part. Okay, we will not get to see any line over here. Are you going to see any line in the elevation? No. That's why option number C is your wrong. Now look at into A, B, and D. See, there is a line over here. No, this is not possible. We'll get to see only three, one line, two line, third line. But here are getting four lines. So this is also wrong. See, I was talking about these lines. It's one, two, and three lines. See in elevation. In this manner, you are getting to see only these three lines, not four lines. Okay, so option number A is your wrong. Now we are left with B and D. Now carefully observe the B and D. See, there is a difference of this line. But you will get to see a line over here because this one part is at back. So there is a level difference. That's why you will get to see a line. Now look into this elevation. Are you getting to see this line? So that's why option number B is your right answer and D is your wrong because they have not drawn a level difference over here. Okay. Now the next question is same. You have to find out the elevation. Okay. So the first thing you need to find out the basic difference. See what they have done. This line. This line is crossing this L part. This sky blue part. See, in this manner. So option number C is your wrong. Now in A, B, and D, there's a difference of this corner one square, which you will get to see obviously in the bottom because it is over here. This one. So we are getting in the bottom right hand side corner. But in A and B and D. In B, they have not drawn this. In D, what they have done, they have put it on the second level. Okay, this is not possible. It will be in the bottom right hand side. So that's why option A is your right answer. So this is quite tricky kind of image. Okay, now look at it into perspective way. So this is your edge forming, H, the letter H, and this is your upper one part. You have to find out the plan. Okay, look into these options A, B, C, and D. See, this one is very quite thicker than this one, but in the perspective, we can clearly see that both are having same depth, same width. Okay, so in A, B, C, they are having same width, but D is very very less width in comparison of this one part. So D is wrong. Now look at in the A, B, and C. In A, look at this gap. This gap. This is very narrow gap, but in the answer question paper, you can see this gap is not this much not this much narrow. That's why A is wrong. Now look into the B. and your option number is C. So B and C, there is very minute difference of this gap, this one, this part. Now look it in your question figure. Okay, this is not this much wider as shown in option number B. So that's why C will be your right answer. Now look into this video. See, as I was saying about this narrow gap, this gap. So you should, by seeing perspectively only, you have to find out the correct answer with respect to the ratio, like this much or this much. You have to be very precise. This one is showing very narrow. This is not possible. Here also very narrow they have done. So this is not possible. So that's why option C is your right answer. Here's the video. So in this way it is getting transformed. Okay, the next question. The 3D figure shows the view of an object. Identify the correct top view among the answer figure. You have to find out the correct top view. Okay. So, talking about its top view, see, very precisely, you will get to see this L profile. Okay. So, in option number A, you're getting to see this L profile. In B, you don't have. C also you don't have. And D, you have. Okay, fine. After that, looking from the top. Okay. So first surface, you will get to see this one. This is your second surface. This is your third. This is your fourth surface. So in option number D, you have only three surfaces. Fine. You don't have a fourth surface. Here you have four surfaces. So option number A will be your correct answer. Now look at the video about what four surfaces I'm talking about. This. See, this four surfaces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in option number D, what they have done, they are showing you only three surfaces. Okay, so that reason option number A is your correct answer. Again, you have to find out the correct top view. So now look into it. You have to imagine it like the perspective 3D figure is given you in different direction, and the question asking about the top view by rotating it. See what I'm talking about. This is the question given to you, but the options given to you in they have rotated it. So you have to imagine it in that direction only. That in what direction they have rotated or tilted the 3D figure. Fine. See, now you have to imagine the situation. So first of all, you will get to see this C. Okay. And this one, if suppose you will rotate it into this direction, so this one will come at the top right hand side corner. See, in D they have not shown it properly. In A, B, and C you have it. So D is neglected. Now look into the A, B, and C. Now find out this C. See what they have done. This one is more thicker, which is not possible because these three lines are having or of equal width. So B is also wrong. Now we are left with A and C. C. In C option, they have they have shortened the width of this C part. That's why this is also wrong, and A is your correct answer. In this way, we are rotating it. Look at the width of the C part. Should be equal, and the cutout part should be in the right top hand side. Now the next question is, identify the building composition of having less visual tension amongst the following figure. Okay, the four options are given to you, and you have to find out that option which is indicating the less visual tension. Now, what is visual tension? So, visual tension is a compositional technique that uses a variety of framing approaching to create a dynamic element. Okay, what it is using? A variety of framing. A variety of framing. This framing is talking about. Okay, to create a dynamic element. Okay, the element is creating somewhat a dynamic kind of elements in a photograph to draw in and stimulate the interest of viewer. See, this figure seems to be interesting to you because of its framing kind of structure. It is drawing your attention. Look into this image. It is indicating the visual tension where you are getting to see, drawing your attentions. Okay, it is the way of using the energy and movement available in various features of the image to draw the eye of the picture. Okay, so it is using the energy and the movement available in the various features. Features we're talking about, suppose this feature, this crisscross, these lines. So these are these features which are drawing the attention of your eyes into the picture. So this is creating it. The more it will draw your attention, the more visual tension you can say. So in option number B and C is your correct answer. See, there is more like there's a big difference in between B, like this left one and the right hand side. Okay, these two are almost similar. In D also, these two are almost of almost similar heights. Okay. In B and C. In C, what they have done is C. They have distorted it very far. That's why this one is creating more visual tension in comparison of A, C. A is at same level. So that's why A is not the right one, and the right one is your B and option number C. Okay. So this is your very important question, and student used to get very puzzled in these types of questions. So what you need to do over here is you have to find out the number of projections. Like I'm saying about, suppose this is your answer, a question figure. Projections, I'm saying one projection, and this back one, you will get to see the projection of this also. It might be possible to get to see the vertices of these three triangles, vertices of these three triangles. But please keep in mind that what is placed in the front and what is placed at the back. Suppose if you will talk about this triangle, this one. So in elevation, you will get to see these two sides. Somewhat like this, you will get to see in the elevation. But now flip this triangle. Like if you will flip it like this, now draw its elevation. You will get to see the three lines. Okay, one, two, and three lines. Here you will get to see only two lines. So just imagine how they are placed, how many number of lines, how many position lines can be drawn, and also keep in mind what is placed in the front and what is placed at the back. So because this is placed in the front, so it is 110% sure that you will get to see the two lines of this image. But this one is placed at the back, so it might be possible that this block which is at the back, it might be of less height, fine, and the block which is at the front, it might be of more height than the block at the back. So the block which is at the back, you will get it is not possible that you will get to see all the lines of it, like this one line or the second line, because it might be of less height than the block which is at the front. But the front one, you will get to see all the lines, and just at the back, it might be possible that it's all lines will not be visible due to the difference in their height. So now find out the solution. So these two line is possible. Suppose these are these two line of this triangle. Okay, fine. After that, you're getting to see these two lines. It can be of this one. Now see, this is at the back. Seems to be like that this is at the back, not at the front. Okay, because this line is hiding out from the front block. So this will be your this one part. And this one, which is at the backmost part. This one. Like you will get to see into the elevation only, the how things are placed, what I am getting to visible in full, what I'm getting to visible half. So in this manner, you can sort it out. Fine. Now this is your this one. The at the back, this part. The triangle, you will get to see this triangle, you will get to see all the three lines of this triangle, because in front of this triangle there is nothing to hide this triangle. That's why you will get to see all the three lines of this triangle. Next, you have two triangles over here. So one, two, three line, four and five. It may be possible to see four or five lines. Okay, because triangles are placed like this. See, first one and the second one. Triangles are placed like this. Okay, this one is in the front, this one is at the back. Now you get to see one line, two line, three line, four, or this one five line. But it's not necessary that you will get to see the line of this S, because it is at the back, at at a lower height. So it's not possible. It can be possible if the height of this back triangle will be more than the height of the first one triangle which is in the front. So in this manner, you can short it down and find out the correct option. But in this figure, this B, C, and D, all these three options are showing very less number of lines, which could be possible from the question given to you. So that's why the option number A is your correct answer. Now look at the video, what I was talking about. See, as I was saying to you, this is the block at a smaller height and this is the block at the larger height. So look into its elevation. You will get to see this clear elevation, these two complete lines from top to the bottom. But it's not necessary that the block is at the back. You will get to see its line from top to the bottom. See, this is hiding it now. In the same way, this is your, see, this is sky blue box and this green box. Sky blue is in the front and the green box is at the back. Now, look at this elevation. It's not getting the full elevation of the green box. Fine. No, yes, I was talking about the triangle. This triangle. See, this triangle having what is at the upward side. Now you will get to see its elevation only two lines. Now see this triangle, they are heading this mirror of it. You will get to see the three lines of it. Fine. But as per the question figure, all of them are at same height. So I have placed them all on same height. Green ones are at more height. So at the back, they are at more height. Fine. In this way, it is getting transformed into this elevation. Next question figure. The problem figure shows the top view of an object. This is the top view of an object, and you have to identify the correct elevation amongst the answer figure looking in the direction of the arrow. Okay, top view is given to you, and you have to look in the direction of the arrow. See, for this type of questions, start drawing the projection lines. One line you will get to see, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Both are at same level, na? That's why we get to see only single line. So how many lines we've drawn? 5 lines. Okay. Now look over here. One line, this second line, this third line, fourth, and fifth. So you will get to see the five lines. Right. See, now I'm rotating it and see how it is getting transformed from a plan to a 3D figure, then into an elevation. Can you imagine what is 3D figure now? So in this way it is getting transformed and we are getting the projection lines. Okay, but in the option given to you, they are showing total 7 number of lines. So this is not the right answer. It will be having only 5 number of lines, and this will be your correct answer. Okay, so the option number D is your correct answer, not option number A. Fine. Now today we are covering the planning part also. So now let's begin the question of the planning part. So the first question is, which of these industries did not exist in London before the First World War? So its correct answer will be automobile industry, because after that the industrial revolution came and the manufacturing of the automobiles started after that. So before the First World War, the automobile industries were not. Next question is, a carbon footprint is the amount of dash released in the atmosphere. So the question is asking about what is your carbon footprint, is the amount of greenhouse gases. So the amount of greenhouse gases which is released in the atmosphere is known as your carbon footprint. So the carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases, including carbon dioxide and methane, that are generated by our actions. Okay. So the average carbon footprint for a person in the United States is 16 tons, one of the highest rate in the world. So the most carbon footprints are really released in United States, with 16 tons per person, which is highest. And if we talk about the globally, the average carbon footprint is closer to 6 tons for a person. Fine. For example, we produce greenhouse gas emission from burning gasoline when we drive, burning oil or gas from home heating, or using electricity generated from coal, natural gases, and oil. So, as you can see, the carbon footprint by fuel production and transmission, we get to produce 4% of carbon footprint, non-road transportation 4%, 2.6% in petroleum refining, 1.4% in waste. So these are the percentage of different activities which we used to do, we human beings are doing, from which the carbon footprint is generating and in what percentage it is showing. So the highest we are getting from industries, see, almost 20%. No, highest is from industry. Second is your electricity and heat, which is getting up to 18%. Then you have road and transportation 10%, other energy and agriculture also 15%. So these are some of our activities by which we are generating carbon footprint and its percentage. So the next question is, the question is asking about arrange the above hill stations in the current sequence from south to north. You have to move from the south to the north in the sequence of the hill stations. The hill station is given to you in the option, which is Kodaikanal, Kulu, Mount Abu, Panchgani, and the Pahalgam. Okay, you have to move from the south to the north. So the first will be your Kodaikanal. Second, you have Panchgani. Then you have Mount Abu. Then you have Kulu, and then you have Pahalgam. So as you can see in this image, this is your Kodaikanal. Okay, so in the south you have Kodaikanal and many more OT and Wayanad, these kinds of these some hill stations in the south. This Panchgani, this is in your west, Mahabaleshwar, Khandapura, Saputra, Mount Abu, these are your hill stations. Okay, in the right hand side you have Gangtok, Darjeeling, Siliguri, Kohima, Imphal. But most of the hill stations are in the northern side, right? In which Chamba, Dharamshala, Nanda Devi. So these are some examples of hill stations in the northern part of India. The next question is, Planning Commission in India has been replaced by. So the Planning Commission in India has been replaced by the Niti Aayog. Okay, so this is the difference between the Planning Commission and the Niti Aayog. Please go through it. So the Planning Commission was established in 15 March 1950 and Niti Aayog 2050. Okay. So Planning Commission enjoyed the powers to allocate fund to ministry and state governments. And the Niti Aayog is an advisory body or a think tank. This is very important. Niti Aayog is a think tank which performs the function of allocation of funds. Okay. So these are some of the differences between Planning Commission and Niti Aayog. You can go through it. Next one is you have, when was the Special Economic Zone Act enacted in India? So SEZ, its full form is Special Economic Zone. It is an act was enacted in India in the year 2005. Now, what is SEZ zone? So, it's an area in which the business and trade laws are different. Okay, this is a special economic zone. That's why it's related to the economic, and the business and the trade laws are different from the rest of the country in these areas. Okay. SEZ are located within the country national boundaries. Mostly SEZ are located within the country's national, as you can see here you have. Okay. Their aim include increased trade balance, employment, increased investment, job creation, and effective administration. Okay, so these were their aims. Now look, these are the some of the famous SEZ zones. This, okay, Santa Cruz, which is in Maharashtra, Cochin, Kerala, Kandala and Surat, which is in Gujarat, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, Palta in West Bengal, and Noida in their Uttar Pradesh. Further, SEZ at Indore, Madhya Pradesh is now ready for operation. Okay, in Indore also we are getting an SEZ zone. Next one is, what is the full form of NHAI? The full form of NHAI is National Highway Authority of India. So this is the logo of the National Highway Authority of India. Please remember the logo with the name also. So it is responsible for the development, maintenance and management of what? Of national highways. Okay. So NHAI is responsible for the development, management and the maintenance of the national highways. Okay. So the next question is your, how many sustainable development goals were adopted by the United Nations? Question is asking about the number of sustainable development goals which was adopted by United Nations. So there are total of 17 sustainable development goals. Okay. So what is sustainable development goal? Sustainable development is development that meet the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. So when we talk about the term sustainable development is fulfilling our own present need without compromising the ability of the future generation, like using the resource in a specific manner so that it won't get completely finished or for the coming generation, like preserving things or generating things for them by utilizing or fulfilling our own needs and demands. So this we can say what is your sustainable development. Now we are coming to the what are the 17 sustainable development goals. So the first one was your no poverty, zero hunger, good health and well-being, quality education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry innovation and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, 13 climate change, 14 life below water, 15 life on land, peace, justice, and strong institution partnership for the goals. So what you need to do is please remember the logo. What is the logo of no poverty? Sometimes questions ask like no poverty and four options were given you for the logo. So please remember no poverty logo, zero hunger and good health, quality education, okay, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy. So please remember these every goal with their logo, and total there are 17 number sustainable development goals. This is also very important, which is adopted by United Nations. Okay. In next question we have the planning of Barcelona city in Spain is known for its. Okay. So there is a city which is known as Barcelona, which is in Spain, and its planning, the whole city planning is known for its what? Question is asking about. So it is known for its super blocks. So this is the image of Barcelona city and the super blocks I was talking about, these blocks, these super blocks. Fine. So what is the concept of the super blocks? The super block is a strategic plan for the whole city that will turn one out of three streets. So it is a strategic plan in which what they have done, that in place of the three streets you will get one street, like city, like three streets, like function the three streets can be fulfilled by a single one street into city by proposing green streets also, like by plantation and all those things by the year 2030. So what they were targeting, they were targeting for traffic calmed streets. Okay, no more regular movement on the streets, with priority for pedestrians, like more walking spaces, more walkable streets. Okay, with more greenery and spaces for interaction, play, and recreation. So they are imagining street in this kind, like the street will be having very less number of traffic. More people will use the street in by street manner with more green spaces, spaces for interaction, play, vendor shops, this kind of area, small green sitting areas, and all this kind of. So these were their some aims. The Super Block initiative is a part of the city's urban mobility plan. So we were talking about the super block. So this was an initiative for the urban mobility plan, which aimed to decrease traffic by 21%. So by implementing the whole city plan in this super block plan, they were aimed to decrease the traffic by 21%, 21% less traffic on the roads, while ex extending car-free spaces, car-free spaces and providing 300 kilometers of bicycle lanes. So they are promoting more bicycle lanes and pedestrianized movement and eliminating the more vehicular movement. So these were their concept for the planning of the Barcelona city with the help of the super blocks. Now the next question is, which of these is not an industrial city? Okay. The options are Durgapur, Visakhapatnam, Bhubaneswar, and Bhilai. So the Durgapur, Visakhapatnam, and Bhilai. All these three are your industrial cities, and the Bhubaneswar, which is the capital city of Odisha, is called as the temple city because it comprises almost of 500 temples. So all the temples are not in present and functional space; they are in deteriorating condition, dilapidated conditions. But at one time they were having a total number of 500 temples in only in the Bhubaneswar city. So in this figure you can see some of the images of the industrial cities. Like in Chennai, you have iron and steel and with machine tools. Visakhapatnam is famous for ships. Raurkela for copper. In West Bengal, you will get to see automobile, iron and steel, and machine tools. Fine. In Kanpur, you will get to see machine tools. In Mirzapur, you have aluminium. So these are the some of the examples with the city with respect to their manufacturing, uh, whatever product they are manufacturing. Okay, Kochi is also for your ships. Fine. So these were some of the industrial cities of India. Coming to the next question. Which of these schemes programmed by Government of India is linked to heritage sites? Okay. There are various schemes and programs that government launched at every period of time to solve any problem. So the question is asking about that for the heritage cities, which of the program has been launched by the government? So the correct option is Hidden. Okay. Now look at the rest options given to you. The first one is your Amrut. The full form of Amrut is, this is very important, Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. Please remember the name, short form, and the logo. This is very, very, very important. Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. Second is your Make in India. Make in India, you might be very familiar with this logo. The third one I've told you for the heritage city is your Hriday. So the full form of Hriday is Heritage City Development and Augmentation Yojana. Okay, Heritage City Development and Augmentation Yojana. Next one which you were having in the option was your Uday. So Uday is for Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana. Please remember the logo also. Uday is for Ujjwal Discom Assurance Yojana. Now look for the Amrut, Atal Mission for Rejuvenation and Urban Transformation. It was launched in the year 2015 by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So what was the aim of this scheme? The aim was to provide the basic amenities to the urban areas. To provide the basic amenities to the urban areas. So what kind of basic amenities? Amenities like water supply and sanitation, roads and drainage, street light, collection and disposal of solid waste. So these were some of the basic amenities which were provided to the urban areas under the Amrut scheme. Next is your Make in India. So Make in India was launched in 2014. So what was its aim? Devised to transform India into a global design and manufacturing hub. Make in India. Okay. To transform India into a global design and the manufacturing hub. Okay, next is your Hriday. It was also launched in the 2015. Please remember the name of the scheme, its full form, its aim, and the year it was launched. Fine. It was launched for the development of the heritage cities. So National Heritage City Development and Augmentation. Okay. What was its aim? This scheme aimed to preserve and revitalize heritage cities. Okay. For the preservance and the revitalizations of the heritage cities of India so that it can reflect their unique character. Like Banaras has a unique character, Dwarka has a unique character. So to preserve its historical significance and uh, whatever its importance is, its architectural elements and all those things. So this scheme was implemented. Next is your Uday scheme came into existence to enable a positive change in state-owned power distribution company. So Uday is related to your electricity distribution. So for the state-owned power distribution company, which full form is DISCOM, the main objective is to ensure the availability of affordable. The important thing is that affordable and accessible 24 cross 7 power supply to all citizens. So Uday scheme was for affordable and accessible 24 cross 7 power supply to all the citizens. Okay. Next is you have which one of the following South Indian state has the highest groundwater utilization in percentage of its total groundwater potential? Question is asking about which Indian state has the highest groundwater utilization. This is utilizing the groundwater in the highest manner in percentage of its total groundwater potential. So the in potential manner, which state is utilizing the more groundwater? So the groundwater utilization is very high in the states of Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, and Tamil Nadu. Fine, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, and Tamil Nadu. However, there are states like Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Kerala, etc., which utilizes only a small portion of their groundwater potential. So, in the terms of highest utilization of groundwater, the states which are in front are your Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, and Tamil Nadu, and the states which are utilizing less amount of groundwater are your Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Kerala. Okay. Next question is, as per 73rd Amendment Act 1992, first time, one-third reservation for women was provided in which of the following? So, as per the 73rd Amendment Act, the one-third reservation for women was provided in the Panchayati Raj bodies. Okay, in this amendment was for Panchayati Raj bodies in which the one-third reservation was given to the women under this Amendment Act. Next question is your map reading kind of question. Okay, a map has been given to you. Fine. Contour lines, contour elevations are given to you. Fine. Non-direction is given to you. And legends are given to you. For the water body, vegetation, railway station, market, police station, hospital, contour, temple, and school. So everything is mentioned to you in this diagram. Now what is written? With reference to the diagram, choose the correct statement. You have to read the statement and look into the diagram and then mark it out that it is right or wrong. So the first one is slope of land on which school is located is flatter than the slope of land on which hospital is located. So where school is located? So school is located over here. And where we have our hospital? Hospital is over here. Okay. Please don't get confused with the legends like in this inclined line, vertical line. The the manner in which it is the hatching is done in the question in the same way only it will be given to you in your legend also. Fine. So school question is saying slope of the land on which school is located is flatter. So it is saying that the school land is more flat, not at an slope. Now look into the question. See a contour line with a contour interval of 5 meters. It is running like there you have 205 and here you have 210 and school is placed in between of it. So there is a transition of contour very rapidly and in very short distance. So it's not possible that it would be a flatter land. Okay, this is more slopey land. And when we talk about the hospital, it is at more flatter profile because the contour is running 200 of over here and 200 of over here. So this school is lying on more flatter land. Sorry, this hospital is lying on more flatter land with comparison to the school. So this statement is wrong. Slope of the land on which police station is located is steeper than the slope of the land on which a school is located. Okay, so where do we have our police station? Police station is over here. So the slope of the land on which police station is located is steeper than the slope of the land on which school is located. No, again, the police station is located on more flatter land and the school is located on uh, more slope of land. That's why this is also wrong. Then we have slope of land on which the school is located is steeper. This is correct one. School is located on a steeper slope of land than the slope of a land on which temple is located. Now, where is temple? We have temple over here. So obviously, the contour line is running at a very less distance from the school, but when we used to see in the case of the temple, here we have one contour line, the contour line. There is a big gap. So this is the correct answer, option number C. Fine. Next question. In the given diagram, for a person to travel from railway station to temple, where is the railway station? Railway station to temple. This is your temple. Okay. And your railway station is, this is your railway station. Fine. If a person to travel from railway station to temple, one will have to move in which direction? Okay. A person suppose he is over here and he has to travel from railway station to the temple. So this is your east direction. Direction is given to you north. Above you have north. Obviously in the right side you will have your east direction and here you will have your north direction. So person has to move into the east direction. Correct? So east is the right answer. Next question you have, in the given diagram, water body is located at a level. So the level of water body it is asking about. So where do I have water body? This is our water body. And where it is? Here. See, look very carefully. Water body and vegetation both have different legends, and this one is your vegetation part, and here you have your water body. Okay. So the water body is located at what is located at a level, okay, 5 meter higher than police station. Where is police station? This is your police station. Is it located at a 5 meter? See, this is your contour line. This one and this one. Both are at same contour line. So no one is up and no one is down. So this is wrong. That it is located 5 meter higher than your police station. Next is you have 5 meter higher than school. Now where is school? School is your this one. 5 meter higher than school. No, this water body is at 2000 and school is at 2005. So school is at a higher level, not water body is at a higher level from school. Actually, the current statement will be 5 meter lower than the school. Then it would be right, but it is written as 5 meter higher than the school. But school is already at a level of 2005 and water body is at a level of 2000. Next is you have same level as police station. So this is the correct answer. See, police station is over here. A contour line of 2000 is running over here also and here also. So this complete land is at same level. Okay. So that's why the option number C is your correct answer. Next question is, the following pie chart shows the distribution of students enrolled in higher secondary and in college education. Okay, the two pie charts are given to you in which the percentage of students enrolled in higher secondary education and in college education is given to you. Okay, with respect to the household income of the family. So, with respect to the household income, we categorize people on the basis of LIG, MIG, and HIG. So, LIG is lower income group, MIG is medium income group, and HIG is high income group. Okay, so in the basis of income groups, we have three categories: LIG, MIG, and HIG. So what they have done in the pie chart, they have distributed the LIG, MIG, and HIG category of students enrolled in higher education and in college education. So in higher education, LIG we have 40, MIG we have also 40, HIG we have 20%. And in college education, we have LIG less number of 10%, MIG 50 and HIG 40%. The question is asking about the ratio between the number of students from LIG household category studying at higher education to those in college. Okay, the question is asking about LIG household category. So LIG household category is here you have and here you have. What do you have to find out? The ratio studying at higher secondary to those in college. First, what we have to find out? Higher secondary. Higher secondary you have 40 and in college you have 10. So the ratio would be 4:1. So the 4:1 is your correct answer. So this is the next question in which the population of city A, B and C. The population of the city A, B and C. So there are three cities which are named as A, B and C from year 1981 to 2011. Okay. From the year 1981 to 2011, it has been given to you, and the three cities name are A, B, and C. Fine. You have to choose the correct statement. Okay. And what is saying that population? So in x-axis you have your population. Okay. This is your year. And A, B, and C is your name of the cities. Okay. The city A shows the increase in population from 1981 to 2011. 1981 and 2011, city A shows increase in population. Okay, where is city A? City is over here, somewhat over here. Fine, city A is showing the increase. Okay, this is correct. And city C does not show the increase likewise. Okay, now we will look for the city C. Where is city C? City C is over here. This one and this one. City C is also showing the increase. Okay, that's why option A is wrong, because it is only half correct and half wrong. So the whole statement will be wrong. City B shows a continuous decline in population from 1981 to 2011. And now city B is showing the continuous declination. So city B is here over here, in this over here, in this one it is over here. So see, first is was getting declining, but in the year 2001 it got increased. So this statement is wrong. Now get to the third statement. Population in city A is increasing in each decade. Population in city A is increasing in each decade. First decade, second decade, third decade, fourth decade. Okay. So it is increasing in each decade from 1981 to 2001, correct? Where city B shows a decline from 1981 to 1991. Please remember the city name with the years they are indicating. Okay, B is talking only about 1981 to 1991. This is a 1981 and this is a 1991. Decline. Okay, so B was over here. And now it is getting over. Yes, it is getting declined. And then it increases from 1991 to 1921. Okay, 1991 to 1921. Sorry, 1991 to 2001. Yes, it is getting increased. So option C is your correct answer. Fine. In next question, this is a paragraph tag kind of question in which the question is asking about the nearest meaning of gawking in this paragraph. So the gawking means some staring people in an unusual manner. So the correct answer will be your staring. Okay, this is your assertion and reason kind of question here. Given below are two statements. Two statements are given to you. One is labeled as assertion and the other is labeled as reason. Okay, an assertion is given to you and a reason. Both things are given to you and it comprises a total of two statements. So what is the assertion? In past 2 decades, rate of divorce has increased in India. Okay, fine. The rate of divorce has been increased in India in the past 2 decades. The reason behind it is, what question is saying to you is, increasing number of married couples do not want to have children. Okay. So this is the reason they are giving for the divorce, that increasing number of married couples do not want to have children. So both A and R are true, but R is the correct explanation of A. No, this can't be possible. Both statements are not getting linked. Okay, so the correct answer will be your A is true, but R is false. A is not false. Okay, that's because it's given assertion to you. So A will be true and R will be false because R is the not correct reason for the divorce in India. Fine. So these types of question also comes in the examination. So thank you for listening. Hope to see you in the next video.